It hasn't even been a year since the James Webb Telescope launched. It was designed to find answers to the most curious questions by our astronomers. The master brain behind the telescope could confidently say that the most expensive engineering product did justice to its claims. So now, you all may think that it has only been conducting science operations. But no, it has already discovered many iconic things unknown to the science world. When James Webb Telescope discovers new objects, all the curious minds out there, watch this video till the end and subscribe to our channel for new discoveries. Now you may wonder what might be the furthest discoveries by the James Webb Telescope and where to watch more tech videos like this. You landed in the right place. Welcome to yet another video on the theory of science. In today's video, we will see further the discovery of the oldest structure in the universe by the James Webb Telescope. James Webb Telescope was mainly invented to conduct infrared astronomy. Its excellent infrared resolution and sensitivity allow it to examine things that the Hubble Orbit Telescope is too early, far away, or weak to see. It is the largest optical telescope in space. This is anticipated to enable a wide range of cosmological and astronomical inquiries, including the observation of the earliest stars and the birth of the first galaxies, as well as the precise atmospheric characterization of potentially terraforming exoplanets. It has already released some massive images, which included images of cosmic cliffs in the Carina Nebula, exoplanet WASP 06b, Southern Ring Nebula, Stephan's Quintet, and the brilliant deep field view of the universe. But recently, the discoveries of this telescope have created confusion throughout the scientific world, since it contradicts the Big Bang Theory. In its most basic form, the theory states that the universe began with a singularity infinitely hot and dense point and expanded over 13.8 billion years, at a relatively measured rate. This universe is still growing as we speak. Alice Kirkpatrick, an astronomer, doubts whether everything she has done in the field of space is wrong when the latest discoveries by the telescope have been released. According to the Big Bang Theory, the universe is expanding, and there must be some strange optical illusion in outer space because galaxies and other objects stop appearing smaller as they get farther away, and instead begin to appear larger because their light is assumed to have left them when they were close to us. Even galaxies with much more luminosity and mass than our Milky Way appeared 2 to 3 times smaller in these photographs, which were captured by the JWST, which shows them getting smaller and smaller. The redshift is not proportionate to distance, proving that the cosmos is not expanding. Professional astronomer Eric Lerner and plasma physicist Riccardo Scarpa believe that this severely opposes the hypothesis of an expanding universe because the newer galaxies in the photos have a redshift that is 2 to 3 times larger. The scientists believe the telescope would display badly mangled galaxies scrambled by more than one collision and merger. Well, mistakes happen for all, and the same for these scientists. The images released by the JWST consist of overwhelmingly smooth disks and neat spiral forms just like we see in today's galaxies, which created confusion among astroscientists. According to the Big Bang Theory, nothing could have originated before it, but the data in the Panic article shows that there are about 10 times more smooth spiral galaxies than expected. According to the Big Bang Theory, the farthest galaxies in the James Webb photographs are viewed as 400 to 500 million years after the beginning of the universe. However, some of the galaxies contain stellar populations that are at least 1 billion years old. The galaxies might be several hundred years old, but before getting too old, hit the subscribe button now. This shows that the Big Bang Theory might not always be correct. Galaxies would diminish just as the JWST peaked farther out into space in time, and finally there would be none left, indicating a dark era for the cosmos. From a Big Bang perspective, distant galaxies are supposed to be inherently smaller, even a few hundred million years after theorized Big Bang. One galaxy noted in the papers is GHZ2, which is far more luminous than the Milky Way but is calculated to be just 300 light-years in radius, which is 150 times smaller than the Milky Way. Even though there have been several disputes about whether the Big Bang Theory is correct or not, but no scientist disapproves of the whole theory. There has been evidence that some of the facts shown were wrong. Still, the theory is meant to be right. Some facts in the theory are the foundation of the standard cosmology model, also called the ICDM model. Everything supports this hypothesis, from galaxy clustering to the acceleration of the universe's expansion. According to the Tolman test, all galaxies should have the same surface brightness regardless of their distance if the universe were static and not expanding, but this is not the case as shown by the JWST photos. It is a frequent misconception that redshift demonstrates that galaxies are moving away. They aren't. This image shows that distant galaxies have a lower surface brightness than the closest ones. The distance between us and distant galaxies is increasing because space is expanding rather than moving quickly. This minute distinction highlights the fact that cosmic expansion, not relative motion, is what causes the galaxy redshift. The telescope discovered the Glass Z13 galaxy after the first JWST photos were made public. It is 100 million years older than any other known galaxy and dates back to around 300 million years after the Big Bang. More people are researching these giant galaxies found and the contradiction by James Webb. So, what do you think about these discoveries? Do you think that the Big Bang Theory is wrong? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and do subscribe for more interesting content.